how come outside of the four gospels, there isn't really any accounts or like any information or conversations that
Really?
Mary had
Okay, outside of the
with
four
other people?
gospels, outside of the four gospels, can you show me how many times Thomas or Bartholomew or Thaddeus are mentioned?
No, can't.
Can you show me how many references to Matthew outside of the gospels?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So then that means they're not important, right? Because they're not mentioned frequently.
No, they're not.
So they're not important. So the 12 apostles whom God used to establish the church and spread the gospel, they're not important.
Oh, they are. They are important.
No, not according to you, because how come they're not mentioned outside of the four gospels?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, why
Yeah,
is
and I'm
it?
wondering why you're wondering that, because who told you that the Bible has to be exhaustive and tell you everything they did? So just because Thomas doesn't appear and mention in Acts, or what Thomas did, or what Philip did, or where Matthew went, that means they're not important. They didn't do anything. So who do you think spread Christianity to India? Thomas. So if I follow your logic, well, they're not mentioned outside of the Gospels, therefore they're not important. Then how do you think the gospel spread?
Through preaching, through
Who preached?
the apostles and the
But where are we told Thomas preached when and where? To whom? Or Bartholomew or Philip?
in the book of Acts.
I'll give you 10 million bucks to show me the name Thomas and what he did throughout the book of Acts. You know, I'm going to block you for that, right?
Or maybe I thought of the wrong person.
Or even any person. How many of the apostles are mentioned, and how many references are there to where they went, what they did in the book of Acts? In the same book of Acts, it mentions Mary was there in Acts 1:14 in the upper room.
Yeah, I know that part. I know she
Okay,
was
so
mentioned.
can you show me in the book of Acts the exploits of Philip and Thomas and Bartholomew and Thaddeus?
No, I can't. I can't.
Okay, so why don't you stop these arguments that don't prove anything?
Yeah, I was just pondering. It's
Yeah,
just
well, don't ponder too much, because you're pondering in a way that's inconsistent. Because if Mary's not mentioned that often, what does that prove exactly? That she's not important? Then that means Thomas is not important. Bartholomew is not important. Philip is not important. Matthew is not important. Change your logic. Your logic is not consistent with God's thoughts.